Jake and I are going to be going back and forth, but the one question I have for you is, how many of you have some form of a LinkedIn profile and you have a bunch of connections and you don't know what to do with them? Okay. We're hoping that at the end of this presentation, you'll know what to do with them. But think of LinkedIn as basically a virtual networking tool. So you can't be at every networking event all the time. So how can you use LinkedIn to be more present and have those
couple quick statistics. 332 million plus users today on LinkedIn. There's about 2 new LinkedIn members every second, and 90% of LinkedIn users make household decisions. For me, a new client can be anywhere from $400 a month to $10,000 a month. I specifically targeted the smaller businesses on LinkedIn, so they're usually upwards of maybe $2,000 or $3,000 a month. So that's $72,000 in new business in a year. So if you look at that long term,
just
it's
really
far more than that.
My first year and a half of business, I would say about $30,000 came specifically from LinkedIn connections. We do want to spend a little bit of time about how to optimize. I don't think any one of you in this room would walk into a live networking event in a dirty t-shirt and jeans. So you have to use the same analogy with your LinkedIn profile. You have to look. So first of all, you want to have either a professional headshot would be great, or at least something that doesn't look like you took some selfie, and you also want to have a close up. What you also want to do is make sure you have a compelling headline and summary. Keep in mind that, first of all, you only have 120 characters. Keep in mind also, you have a full 120 characters right here. A lot of people miss the summary. They just start adding their job experiences like a resume. But the summary is what really brings everything together. Think of it this way. If people don't read anything more about you, what is the most important thing they need to know? What is the value that you bring to the table? And just keep in mind that you're always selling your personal brand in all forms of business development. And that means being real and being yourself. Well, obviously,
I would say you can never have too many connections. You have no idea where that person's coming from or what they want. That would be like walking into a room of like a networking event and going through and meeting 3 people and saying, oh, it's all small business people, and leaving that event. I mean, you have no idea who they know or anything like that. So that's kind of, if it's a competitor, it's up to you, but outside of competitors, I don't know who this person is, but so, I'm going to look them up, and I'm going to get a business card. It's all about touches. So I'm going to send a follow-up email, maybe I'm going to send a handwritten card, because no one does that anymore, and it sets us apart. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go on their profile and I'm going to connect. But the key here is write a unique, personalized thing. Like, it was great to talk to you last night at such and such event. Thought we could connect on here. Maybe we can get together for coffee down the road or something like that. But you want to write a personal. If you can't take the time to fill out this line, it kind of rubs people the wrong way. Write a personal note, connect with them.
So the next thing is going to be about posting cool stuff. It's kind of like Facebook, but a little bit more professional in terms of sharing stuff. That's really all it is. First of all, I would recommend posting updates about at least 3 times a week. I know you do more than that, don't you?
Every day.
Every day. Okay. So somewhere between the two is good. But the key is you just want to stay active and engaged. How do you find new prospects? The first thing you have to do before anything is block out the time to do it. So go ahead and follow them, and now and that way now you'll see some of the news that are coming from them, so you'll be on top of what's going on with their companies. Obviously, with any type of business development, you want to know what's going on with them. But what you can also do is look for first and second degree connections and group members.
For reference, a first degree connection is someone that you can contact and send messages to,
like, you're
for free. You've got open exchange. Second connections, you've got to connect with them before, but you can actually request an introduction through your first degree connections.
Okay. Other areas where you can go, where you can find people, if you go to My Network and you go to People You May Know, again, all the instructions. And again, don't press connect. Please don't do that. You want to personalize it. But this is an area where you can also possibly find people that you might not have. So it's better to try to go through groups or mutual connections to reach the people that you know, rather than just trying to hit them directly.
The key behind emails is that you want to write a unique. One of the advantages to a LinkedIn is how many emails do you get in a day? 50, 60, 100? How many emails do you get in a day? 1 or 2? So if someone's actually got their LinkedIn account set up properly, they're going to get a notification of that email.
Just think of LinkedIn as just a computer version of what you do in person all the time. So you want to extend the same types of courtesies and the same general way of approaching new relationships. Always remember that you're asking for a favor. Don't assume, show appreciation, but explain why the connection would be mutually beneficial, not, oh, I want to reach this person because I think they could really use my services. But you know what, they might be able to benefit from this, but I'd really like to learn more just about what they do as well. Okay, again, anything you can do for give and for more give.
A couple things you want to do with your prospects is, you want to learn about what you have in common. It's the same thing, we've said it a couple times, when you're networking in person or you're networking on LinkedIn, it's the same thing. You want to build a rapport and build a relationship with that person. So, find out what kind of interest they have. And if you look in their profile at the bottom, it's going to say interest volunteers. I think